Anastasia. So today I wanted to do full face of makeup including skincare, and this been like my go-to makeup. So they are my favorites, but obviously I've got lots of other favorites. You know, I've just been away and this is exactly what I've taken with me. I try not to take lots of eyeshadow palettes. I usually take one, so I choose one and I just do the same look every day. One that is not too much but still looks pretty, so I don't have to on holiday think about my makeup. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's pin my hair. Okay, so I always start my day with the Skin Deva Vitamin C, E and Ferulic Acid Serum. I've been using it for years and I can't be without it. So I just squeeze some and apply it all over my face, including my neck. You see I've got this sun damage on both sides of my neck, and they get usually worse in the summer, but the vitamin C helps with that. And also when you apply SPF, this helps with the efficacy of SPF. Now for under eyes, I have few creams that I use, but I've been using lately the Golden Snail Intensive Eye Cream. It says it's whitening and anti-wrinkle. It's Korean skincare from Skin 79. So that's the next thing I do. I apply a bit of that cream under my eyes. I sort of do it like in a C. So I don't go here on my eyelid, just on my upper eyelid. And then I will apply my moisturizer. So you remember I've just bought this Nivea Cellular Luminous Anti-Dark Spot Day Fluid SPF 50. This one's supposed to help with the brown spots. It's supposed to stop them darkening and help with making them a bit lighter. So I apply that on those patches on my neck as well. It's not so bad when I have when my hair is down, but when my hair is up, the sun always gets to my neck. This smells quite Nivea, but it's very good because I already tried it under my makeup. So as you can see, it sinks in pretty quickly. It's a bit luminous. Now for my foundation, I still have been using the Delilah Alibi The Perfect Cover Fluid Foundation. I've got them in two colors, Spiced and Bamboo. I think I'll be okay just with Bamboo for now. When I have more tan, I mix it with this one. I still absolutely love this foundation. One pump, not even full pump, covers your face completely. I'm using my Artis 007. I've reviewed this foundation, so if you want to see full review, I will link it here. And that's when I'm dragging it down my neck to cover this spot. If you notice, I never put my foundation under my eye because that's where the concealer will go, and I feel like if you put foundation there and then concealer, it's far too much product for wrinkly eyes. I've added a bit of Spiced. Now I do put whatever I've got left on my brush on my eyelids, like the top eyelid. So this is like my primer for the top eyelids. And then on my mobile eyelid, I put the concealer. I like to take one of these sponges. I don't know where this one is from, but you know, it's that hairy velvety one. I really like these sponges because even when you wet them and squeeze them, they are just the right amount of, it might be the Juno one, right amount of wetness. So you're not taking any product away. I just want to pat it right into my skin. Okay, my favorite concealer that I've been using every day for a while now is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And mine is in 130 light beige. You need such tiny amount of it. It is very messy, you know, it's one of those that when you're closing it, all of it comes out. So it's very messy, but I really, really like this concealer. You don't need much. It goes such a long way. Nice coverage, it's nice and creamy, doesn't settle in my eyes, doesn't settle in my lines under my eye. And you see I put some of it as well on my mobile lid because I don't really use eyeshadow primer. I've tried some, I have some, and I don't really feel it makes that much difference. And sometimes I feel the eyeshadow primers are too thick, but doing the concealer on my eyelid and just lightly powdering it seems to work okay for me. And I always do some on my nose because you know how the nose repels foundation. Then I take a little mini sponge. The Beauty Blender does it, a lot of companies do those now. To set my under eyes, I have been using for months now the Jeffree Star setting powder in beige. I have hardly any left. I don't think I've ever finished loose powder. I usually use the Wayne Goss brush 02 for it. I dip it in some of it and really tap it off. I start applying it a bit lower and then go under my eye and then all over my eyelid. So it's very minute amount of powder. But what I also do is I powder quite well my eyebrows, because when it comes to doing eyebrows and you're using a pencil, if you've got too much moisture in your eyebrows, this pencil just slides all over the place. Now to set my face, I use the Lily Lolo foundation, mineral foundation in Cookie. I might get actually another one in a bit darker color. So this is my substitute for the Laura Mercier mineral foundation. I still have some backups, but it's been so difficult to find something that I like as much, and this one I really like. So again, I put some powder in it. I tap it off because I don't want coverage. If you want coverage, yeah, you want to load that brush. And also I'm using quite fluffy brush, not dense. If you want to use it as a foundation for coverage, use denser brush and load the brush. But I wanted just to even out the skin a bit and set it. So I use the Real Techniques. Do you remember this powder brush 300? I don't think she does, I don't think they do this brush. I happened to find it ages ago, I think on eBay or Amazon. But any like powder fluffy brush if you just want it for setting. So I sort of press it in and then buff it in very lightly. Never forget your neck. This is exactly the way I do my makeup, in that order. You know, I'm a bit OCD and that's how it has to be done. So now I'm going to prep my brows. So I will put the Charlotte Tilbury's Legendary Brow, and I always forget what used to be called Linda, but it's called something different and I can't see, so I will put it in the description box. So I just put that through my eyebrows. I always say, if you already have eyebrows, this on its own is brilliant, but obviously can you see how thin my brows are, and I need summer grey, so this gives me a bit of color and I can see the shape, so when I go in with pencil I can see what I'm doing. Now I leave this to set and I go on to my bronzer. So for the bronzer, I have been using every day the airbrush bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. Mine is in 2, which I think is medium. Yeah. And I usually use it with the Rifa 22 brush. It's a massive brush, but I just put that on the edge of the brush. I like this brush because I'm not doing contouring as such, so I just sort of bronze around here, like in a C shape. My big forehead. And I always go down a bit onto my neck. For my blush, I have been using the Nabla Skin Glazing in Lola. Love it. It's pinky peach with shimmer. What is this brush? This is It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flawless Blush. And I'm still applying blush. You know, I've shown you this months ago. I saw this trick to apply blush quite high up right here. I think it gives you a very youthful look. And now I would do my brows. I will go off and do my brows off camera because I need to bring my mirror really close. My eyesight is not as good as it used to be, so you won't be able to see what I'm doing anyway. I have always linked in video underneath on my brow routine. I can't remember if then I was using this, but the technique that I'm using is exactly the same. So I have been using the e.l.f. pencil, the micro pencil, for ages, and I think this one is in taupe. The problem is you get the name of the color on a box but not on an actual pencil, but I'm sure it's taupe. And then I finish it off with the Benefit 24-hour brow. Just wanted to show you the difference. Can you see my brows naturally are quite dark but very thin. So this one is almost done. I take the 24-hour brow and I brush it quite a lot. Try to arrange my brow hair into the position I want it. This sort of separates the hair and looks more natural. So I brush the front upwards and then go sort of diagonally. Then I wait for this to dry, and if I see still some gaps, I will fill them in. Okay, eyebrows are done. Let's do the eyes. So the only two things for my eyes that I took with me was the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Rose Gold and the Sigma Rendezvous palette. This is such a quick, easy go-to eyes for me every day, and they are really little to take away. So I will take the Eyes to Mesmerize first. I use that sort of stubby brush for cream eyeshadows. This one is from Bailey. I don't know if this was, I bought it on Amazon, I can't remember. But I quite like using these, and I will apply it just on my mobile lid. This is almost like a base to intensify the shimmery eyeshadow that I will use from the Sigma palette. I don't put too much of it. If I was using it on its own, I would put more. I hope the lighting is okay. I've just turned off my ring light because sun's come out, so it's quite bright. I hope you can see okay. Then on Sonia G Workup Pro, I go into this shimmery peach eyeshadow, which is called Moonshine, and I apply that on the top of the Eyes to Mesmerize. That gives me more intensity. If you don't want it that intense, then don't use the Eyes to Mesmerize. You will get more subtle shimmer. Then with Rifa 15, I go into Tryst, which is this one, and I apply it on my crease and above. This is Jaclyn Hill 33 brush. I go into Bootleg, which is this darker brown, and just shade my outer 7 with it. With Rifa 15, I blend it into that Tryst. Rifa 03, again going into Bootleg on my lower lash line. Rifa 12 into Tryst and just blend it under that Bootleg. And this is my eye look. I think that doesn't even take 1 minute if I wasn't talking. For mascara, I first go in with Climax from Nars. And for a bit more drama, I top it off with Anastasia Lash Brag Mascara. Now lips. Normally I would just whack on some gloss, but if I was using lipstick, and that's the lipstick and lip liner I took with me, I have the NYX Los Angeles. This is like my favorite lip pencil. It goes with so many things. When you blend it in, I absolutely love it. I fill in my lips tiny bit with it. Blend it a bit. Then Charlotte Tilbury Dancefloor Princess Lipstick. It's a lovely peachy pink, very nude. Leave it like that, or to go with these peachy eyes, I like the Nabla Shine Theory Lip Gloss in Toxic Love. Just in the middle. And that's the finished look. This now Sigma eyeshadow palette, the Randezvous palette, is such a great cheaper alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury's quad in Pillow Talk. So if you like that, this is a perfect dupe, I would say. I don't often use these three eyeshadows in it. This one is a bit darker version of this one. This one is a bit cooler, and you've got the gold. I must try to do look with this because it probably will be just tiny bit cooler. Okay, my lovely, so these were my favorite and mostly used recently products. I love them all, and I've really been using it for at least a month, every day. So I'm on automatic pilot. I don't have to think about it. That's what I grab for. I hope you enjoyed this video. Everything will be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.